Tips for staying healthy during and after festival season. Let's chat about how to avoid unnecessary trips to the doctor during and just after the festival season. It's not just about new clothes and parties during the festivities. If you are not careful, the festival fun can come with some unwelcome health issues. Here are 10 solutions to those festival specific gynecological problems, ensuring your gynecological health remains intact even after the celebrations. First and foremost, forcing periods to postpone with medication. Many women start taking hormonal medication during the festival season, fearing that their period will arrive at an inconvenient time. Concerns like not being able to enter the temple, offer Anjali, or participate in festival preparations lead them to try postponing their periods artificially. This is not a wise move. Previously, some might have obtained these medications from their doctors, but nowadays, doctors are becoming more cautious and are reluctant to prescribe them. As a result, many women buy these medications from pharmacies and start taking them. Artificially regulating periods can be detrimental to a woman's future health. After the festival, many women experience irregular periods and seek solutions from their doctors. The menstrual cycle is regulated by two main female hormones, estrogen and progesterone. This cycle is controlled not by the ovaries, but by a small clock in the brain called the suprachiasmatic nucleus. Periods begin after months worth of chemical preparation, all orchestrated by this suprachiasmatic nucleus. In 2017, scientists Jeffrey Hall, Michael Rosbash, and Michael Young were awarded Nobel Prize for discovering these internal circuits of this tiny brain clock. Simply postponing periods for festivals can disrupt the pituitary ovarian axis in various ways. It is important to recognize that periods are a completely natural process for women. As science, society, and culture progress, we must understand that menstruation days do not make women impure or unclean. Embrace the natural rhythm and enjoy the festivals without unnecessary worries. Second caution: cosmetics during festivals. Who doesn't love to glam up a little bit? And during festivals, dressing up is alright. So go ahead, dress up and have fun, but be a little cautious when buying cosmetics. Talcum powders often hide asbestos, artificial nails contain acrylates, and toothpaste and body washes can have triclosan. Hairsprays, nail polishes, perfumes, and cleansing agents can have phthalates, and makeup, shaving cream, hair creams, moisturizers, and shampoos can contain paraben. Even hair dyes and skin lightening creams can have chemicals that might pose future health risks with prolonged use. But why? Our skin, the body's largest organ, absorbs whatever you apply on it, and these chemicals quickly enter the bloodstream. You can read more about this in our YouTube link and Substack article detailing which cosmetics to avoid. So, when buying cosmetics during festivals, make sure they are free from parabens, phthalates, and triclosan, mercury, and lead. Also, ensure they don't contain thimerosal. Thinking of buying natural products? They might not be entirely safe either. A 2022 research paper found issues in cosmetics claiming to be natural. During festivals, many buy new cosmetics they use throughout the year. So, read the labels carefully. You can easily find cosmetics free from harmful chemicals, but you will need to look through the brands. When buying, check the packaging or website information thoroughly. Use a spoon or fork to eat directly if you are using lip products. If you have nail polish on, use a spoon or fork for those few days to avoid ingesting it. Third caution: unintended weight gain during festivals. Many of us think it's festival time, let's indulge a bit. We will celebrate to our heart's content. But there is a catch. If you are going to indulge in festival treats, it is wise to eat in moderation. For those prone to weight gain, it is not unusual to put on more than 2 kilos during holiday seasons. There has been a lot of researches on how we tend to fall ill after holidays, primarily due to this extra weight, which can lead to long-term health issues. Often, extra weight gained during festivals sticks around, making it a permanent part of our bodies. Avoiding the temptation of delicious food during this time is a huge challenge, and research explains why we struggle. Firstly, we are bombarded with food advertisement daily. Secondly, being around friends increase our interest in eating. Festival foods are often loaded with sugar, which acts like an addiction, increasing our craving for more. Lastly, there is this mindset of let's just indulge for a couple of days and then cut back. So, while the layer of weight gain is everywhere, remember to focus on shedding those extra kilos afterwards for sure. Fourth caution: health check during festivals. Those of us busy with work all year often think about getting a health checkup during the festival season. People are becoming more health conscious these days, but if you plan to do this, make sure you schedule your checkups well in advance. Booking a doctor's appointment during holidays might not be the best idea. Ideally, you should complete any necessary health tests before the festival begins, ensuring any issues are resolved before the start of festivals. Senior doctors often think, oh, I haven't spent enough time with my family all year. So many of them, especially the more senior ones, don't see patients outside emergencies during the festival time. This means that during the festival, you might not be able to get an appointment with the doctor of your choice. Hospitals remain open for emergencies, but it is best to get your tests done well before the festival season. Fifth, health checks for the elderly during festivals. For those working away from home, the idea often comes up to they bring their elderly patients for health checkups during the festival when they visit home. Your parents might have had some issues for a while and you think, I will get this check during the festival. Here is the same advice. Plan ahead. Get preliminary tests done to at least a month before the festival. If there are any surprise diagnoses, you can see your preferred doctor and resolve them before the festivities begin. In our practice, we see many elderly patients crowding the hospitals during the peak of the festival. The reason? Their children return home from afar and starts their parents' medical treatment during this time. By planning and conducting these checkups well before the festival, you can ensure that all treatments are completed, allowing you to enjoy the festival even more. Sixth, restaurant or takeaway food during festivals. Post-festival, many people experience stomach issues. General physicians and gastro doctors often see a spike in emergency cases. A bit of caution can save you from unnecessary trouble. Eat from places where you are confident about the quality of the food. If you usually cook for 4 people at home and suddenly have to cook for 50, you cannot pay the same attention to every dish. Restaurants face the same problem during festival rushes. So, only go to those restaurants where you trust the food quality. 7. Avoid the sugar trap. Even those who don't usually consume much sugar can fall into sugar trap during the festival. A little sweet indulgence won't hurt, right? But sugar is a seemingly innocent culprit worldwide. Mention sugar addiction and people might not believe you. However, there is plenty of research showing that regular consumption of simple sugars or sugary food can lead to physical decline. Sugar has the potential to create addiction, much like alcohol or heroin. Even if you practice self-restraint all year, indulging in sugar during the festival can restart that addiction engine, making it tough to stop after the celebration. So, even if you indulge in sugar, do it sparingly to avoid making sugar craving a permanent companion after the festival. Hey, keep up the good habits. Many have quit smoking, barely drink alcohol, and have given up sweets. But during festival, surrounded by friends and familiar faces, these addictions can be triggered or restarted. It's time to stay vigilant. Let joy come from relationships and idle viewing. If your relationships revolve around food and drink during the festival, it is important to stay cautious. 9. Stay hydrated. Often after the festival, we see an increase in urinary infections among women. One big reason is that during festival, people forget to drink enough water while running around. These can lead to two issues: urinary tract infections and constipation. So, make sure to drink enough water before heading out and when you return home. Proper hydration can prevent that morning headache, known as dehydration headache, and avoid post-festival constipation and urinary infections. I have provided links in the description box on how to prevent constipation and urinary infections. 10th, avoid fatigue. I don't get much holiday time these days, unlike before. I don't know about you, but after consecutive holidays during the festival, I used to feel, oh dear, I'm so tired. Yet, during the festival days, there was not much work, just good food and lots of fun. But still, post festival, it feels like all energy is drained. Does this happen to you? If yes, let me share the solutions I found. Such fatigue is not due to hard work. It happens from overeating, consuming too much calories and sugar. Our brain gets confused. Additionally, during the festival, we interact with many people. Avoiding toxic people is also part of your duty. If you don't get enough exercise or walking during the festival days, start exercising before the festival begins. We enjoy walking around and during the festival and maintain the same good habit afterwards. You will see that you have more energy to get through the post festival tiredness. That's all today. We'll see you soon over another article very soon.